We're on day 26 on Day&Nite, Life of a Pit Bull, and we're here at a park, a local park, and we just ran into a gentleman, and we're going to ask him a few questions about the pit bull breed. Sir, why do you think the pit bulls have such a bad reputation here in South Florida?
I don't know, but it's just a bad publicity. But pit bulls are excellent dogs. It's all the owner that needs to be trained.
So you do believe it's the way they are raised?
Without a doubt.
So you don't think they're born aggressive?
Absolutely not.
Have you ever owned a pit bull?
Absolutely. I grew up with pit bulls all around.
And have you ever been around an aggressive pit bull?
No. Animals as a whole not aggressive. It's a learned behavior, just as adults are.
Are you familiar with the world of dog fighting? Have you heard about it?
I've heard about it, but those people are a different type of people.
Do you feel that dog fighting is abuse, or do you believe it's a sport?
It has to be abuse. Anytime you have people or anything that's doing something that pretty much is against their will or made to do something, then it has to be abuse.
Because I've had arguments where they say it's nothing different than, I've talked to dog fighters, they say it's nothing different than having two men back in the day with swords fighting.
That's my choice.
Exactly, that's what I said also too. Are you a football fan?
Big football fan.
Are you a Michael Vick's fan? Oh, let me restate this. When the news was released about Michael Vick's and the rest of the ring of pit bull fighting that was going on at one of his houses, whether it was his or his cousin's, but it was under his name. Do you remember when that was released and how you felt at that time when it broke out in the news?
Like most people that are football fans, you don't want to believe that, or you don't want to assume that someone would do such heinous crimes to animals.
Has your view as an athlete on Michael Vick's changed at all, or can you separate his personal and his actions at a personal level and as an athlete?
Well, I don't know Michael Vick personally, but people need to understand one thing, that athletes, we applaud or praise them because of their athletic ability, not necessarily because of their moral standards or upbringing. And so, yes, I do. To answer your question, yes, I am able to separate the two. It's two different things totally, but, I don't agree with dog fighting. However, I do think that he was, in his time, was a great quarterback.
Is he still playing football?
Yes, he's still playing.
Okay,
I think he's hurt now.
Oh, I'm not a football fan, so I'm just curious. Do you believe that NFL players, though, are role models for young children that want to be football stars?
That's a very, very good question. It's interesting you say that when we look at some of the stories that are going on today where some of the guys, whether they're being arrested for whatever they're doing, drinking, driving, or beating up on their wives or girlfriends, role models need to start at home. We need to stop trying to thrust people out in the forefront to be something that we don't know these individuals. They're on TV for either because they can play basketball well, football, or soccer, or whatever the sport may be. We need to applaud their athletic ability and leave it at that. We don't know morally what type of person they are because we've never met them. Most of us haven't.
As an adult, I agree with you, but if we're going inside of a 9-year-old child's head and Michael Vick is their favorite football player,
they can't separate the two.
You don't think they can?
I don't think they can because they don't know a whole lot about morals and values yet, but I'm certain that their parents are teaching them.
And it has a lot to do with the parents also teaching them, because there are kids now that have been caught 9, 10, 11 years old, not knowing what they're doing, but they're fighting pit bulls, and the first thing they say is, well, Michael Vick's does it.
Sad.
So
Very sad.
you think it's very important for the parents to get involved and explain to
Parents
them?
as a whole.
Do you have children?
Yes, I do. Parents as a whole are the ones that we need to lean to, not the Michael Vicks, not any of these pro athletes, because those people, we only see a small glimpse of their lives. And as a whole, as a group of athletes around, who knows? I honestly believe there's a lot of great athletes doing a lot of great things.
Probably because of a lot of money.
Excuse me?
Probably because of all the money they have.
They could be, but, you know...
They don't know what to do with it.
Well, could be.
One last question about the dog fighting, in your opinion. From what I hear, a dog fight can earn somebody a lot of money if their dog wins. Michael Vick's camp of dogs had some high-end pit bull fighters in there that won a lot of money. In your opinion, because you're not him, but why would you think he would, with all the money he has, why would he need to, do you think, fight pit bulls for more money?
Well, that's something that you would have to ask him. That's a question that I can't put myself in his situation, but what I will say is this. Why do you think people, could be greed, it could be
the thrill, maybe.
The thrill, who knows? But it's hard to. I can't answer that because I'm not in his situation.
Well, I asked because I've asked former kids that have fought dogs, and they said that they had to put food on their plate for their kids and their family, so that's why they do fight the dogs, because of the money. So my point is, it's trying to figure out, is it more for the money, or it's just the thrill, the sport, or whatnot? Would you ever go watch a pit bull fight?
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
Would you ever own a pit bull again?
Absolutely.
Do your children want pit bulls, or are they fearful of them?
They would love to have one right now.
Are you willing to take a pit bull right now?
At any moment, if the opportunity is right and the right time.